Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday the 22nd of May and ending Friday the 27th of May, 2016. Hard to believe we're almost done in May already. One more month and we're halfway done with the year. Oh, that's amazing. All right, here's the dollar index daily chart. So we had swept the lows 2 weeks ago. Didn't know if that was going to lead to a breakdown or not. It has not. Climb back up a bit here. We're stuck between two static trend lines, the green and the red line, and back in almost the middle of the last 8 months of play, essentially. So not a lot of information there. Part of the reason we knew that was going to happen was because, or suspected it would reverse, was because the euro dollar actually had a 13 sell signal on it at the time, and that has obviously worked out just fine. So that brings the dollar index up as the euro sells off. Bingo. Pound dollar here on the daily chart doesn't look like much. This has been in a very narrow range comparatively, about 800 pips for the last 5 months or so, so that's not too exciting. Aussie dollar continues to sell off. Note the 13 sell signal right at the high on the Aussie. Couldn't have nailed it any better. What a great signal that we have there. Pound yen, this one had the 13 buy signal at the low. It's kind of still basing though. Look at that range. I mean, you're talking about 1,000 pips of range for this thing in the last 3 months. That's pretty narrow. Euro yen's about the same. Pound Swiss, some people like to trade this one. You can see the breakout of that cup and handle was nice on the daily. New Zealand dollar, not much there at all. All right, let's take a look at the intra-day action, or intra-week action, if you will. 30-minute candles, high to low on the euro dollar for the week. Not even 200 pips, 160 pips. It's pretty bad, really, when you consider that average daily range is usually 130 pips. So we're still in a lighter market environment right now. This is not which Forex often does to make us the most money. Monday flat, Tuesday was flat, Wednesday we finally dropped on the Fed minutes came out, Thursday kind of flat, Friday very flat. Not a very eventful week in the euro dollar. Pound dollar high to low is more like 320 pips. That's a little bit better. We did make some good money here in the pound this week. And you can see it was almost every day except for maybe Tuesday and Thursday there was decent action. All right, so what do we have to look forward to in the week ahead? Here's the economic data. Let's go through it. Sunday, Japan's got their trade balance and flash manufacturing PMI data. Monday, French, German, and broad European flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers. U.S. has a Fed member speaking in the morning here on Monday. Got a bank holiday in Canada all day Monday. Flash manufacturing PMI in the U.S. Consumer confidence out of Europe at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. CB leading index out of Australia. Going into Tuesday, Switzerland's trade balance, German final GDP number for the first quarter, public sector net borrowing out of the UK, ZOO economic sentiment out of Europe, CB realized sales out of the UK, Eurogroup meetings out of Europe. China's got their CB leading index number. US has the new home sales and the Richmond manufacturing index. New Zealand's got the trade balance number in the evening, Tuesday evening. Australia's got construction work done. Not sure that's going to move the world. UBS consumption indicator out of Switzerland on Wednesday. German IFO business climate. Switzerland's ZOO economic expectations. 30-year bond auction out of Europe. ECOFIN meetings for the rest of the week out of Europe. Jump into Wednesday morning. The goods trade balance here in the U.S. HPI, that's a housing price index. Flash services PMI. You got a rate announcement out of Canada. Crude oil numbers, that's the weekly number here in the U.S. Japan's got their SPPI. Private capital expenditures, news out of Australia. Annual budget release out of New Zealand. Italian retail sales, second look at GDP out of the UK, along with their index of services. This is all going into Thursday's early hours. We got Italy's 10-year bond auction. Corporate profits out of Canada. Durable goods out of the U.S., along with the weekly unemployment claims number. And then the natty gas number that comes out weekly. Pending home sales is in there too. Consumer confidence out of the UK that night. CPI out of Tokyo and a broad national number out of Japan. They put them together, which makes sense. And then going into Friday, limited here with nationwide HPI, housing price index out of the UK. Preliminary GDP. Preliminary, it's actually the second look. So in April, we got the advanced look. This is the second look, so it's not as big of a deal here in the U.S. And then the Michigan sentiment number to end the week. And then we only have 2 days of May in the next week. So none of our big three numbers, no Fed meeting. There's the Bank of Canada announcement. It's just a straightforward trading week. We have no reason to go half size any night unless the ranges really dry up. Remember, a lot of times in the summer things do dry up, but we're not there yet. And then we go half size. But until we actually see it, we don't do anything about it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you have not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Hope you have a great trading week in the Forex markets.